The Ares 1 Orion option was much less attractive than the commercial crew capability to LEO.
What's Ares 1 for? Well, it's ultimately for bringing Orion to the ISS. But we actually haven't got a scenario in which you can get that capability before ISS is about ready to splash. If you retire ISS in 2015, you can get Ares Orion 1 in around 2016. That's not so helpful. But if we extend ISS to 2020, it tends to slip the availability of Ares 1 Orion to 2020.
There is a strong consensus that the government, the United States, should support a vigorous program of developing a commercial crew transportation launch vehicle and capsule.
Commercial is a shorthand. It's not just about who you buy from. It's probably much more importantly with how you buy.
That line item is intended to be sufficiently large that multiple well-funded competitors will come to the table so that we don't have to try to pick the winner up front. We can use the COTS-like model of funding several of them and picking whichever ones wind up being there.
I think it's absolutely essential that if NASA undertakes this competition for crew access to LEO, that the competition is structured in such a way that not only the newcomers into this business can compete, but also our best and most experienced companies can likewise participate.
Right.
Because they'll give us assurance that we will have reliable access to space by our crews. So, and it's going to require a very wise, very smart structuring of this competition.
NASA has recently developed some new human rating standards. I think that's an encouraging process to see them going through. However, since no prior NASA manned launch vehicle nor Soyuz appears to meet these standards, we've got to be careful that we don't take our desires as required. And therefore, it's our opinion that where there are existing or derivative launchers that meet the intent of the guidelines, they should be given due consideration as true transport vehicles. Providing an Atlas V 402 class launcher as a government-furnished launch service to commercially supplied crew taxi capsules might provide a faster path to getting NASA acceptable levels of mission assurance for those capsules, and therefore might present an option to pull in some elements of closing the gap.
I hear it like once a week. Flying to space is hard. Well, flying to LEO is a little easier. Flying to Moon is going to be harder. Flying to Mars is going to be much harder. I mean, this is like a various level. NASA is good that we have handled this flying to LEO for a long time. And I feel like, you know, NASA has brilliant people. Get attention of these brilliant people on the harder tasks and think of buying the easiest task from industry. And I think if NASA does that, I think it would elevate, it would strengthen NASA. NASA would show off their skills in doing the hard stuff, and by the, you know, it's not simple, it's still hard. Going to LEO, I mean, God, I've been in this business for a long time. It's still hard. It's a little bit easier than going to Moon and Mars. So, and I think NASA, if they works on these hard tasks and introduce vigor into commercial industry, I think that process would elevate NASA in stature.